Are you ready to discover the extraordinary hidden gifts that you have within you? Are you searching for a way to turn your unique talents into superpowers that can transform your life and the lives around you? Because you're looking to make an impact on others. You're looking to make a greater impact and ripple your effect outward. Maybe it is that you're looking to step into who it is that you want to become. And as a part of that, you're realizing that you need to work on yourself. You need to do some personal or professional development. Now, what if I told you the key to unlocking your full potential is already within your reach? Now, today I'm going to cover a few topics. I'm going to go over 5 steps, things that you can do that will unlock your hidden superpowers and start to transform your life. So join us as we go through this. Whether you may be feeling stuck, unfulfilled, or just know that there's more to you than meets the eye, then this video hopefully is a wake-up call for you. Now, as always, we cover this content all the time, so make sure that you like this video, comment, share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what your takeaways are from it. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You can also find us on places like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, or you can check us out at thegivermethod.com. Now, my name is Jake. I'm the founder and chief giver over at The Giver Method, and if you're new here, what we focus on is helping people to identify and develop their unique gifts into making them into be superpowers, because we want you to take those gifts and superpowers, be able to identify the right people that you can influence and make an intentional impact on, and then how to give value to those individuals without asking for anything in return. And then making sure that each engagement you have with them, interaction, experience that you may have with them, that they continue to up-level you and up-level who they are, that they're eager to come back and it's been the most effective engagement possible. Now, when you do this, I know a few things happen. Number 1, you do self-improve and you do step into who you want to be. Number 2, you get this thing called relationship riches, where those around you have a deeper connection with. And then the big one is that when you develop the gifts and superpowers you have, and you give without asking for anything in return, the universe has a way of paying you back. It may not be immediate, it may not be every single time, but I've done this long enough and worked with enough people that I can tell you that when you give without expecting, the universe will pay you back. So we dive a lot into that on the channel. Once again, subscribe if you want to follow along for more of that. Now, as we're diving into this topic, I'm really excited about it because it's how you unlock your superpowers. Now, that's one of the core pieces, one of the initial pieces of the GIVER method that we have, GIVER being the acronym. G is for gift. So have you ever felt like there's more than meets the eye? More to you than meets the eye. Like you're capable of doing so much more, but you're not quite sure how you can access it or how you can get there. Well, don't worry, you're not alone. There are plenty of other people that feel this way. Many struggle with self-doubt, uncertainty. They don't know how to unlock their true potential. But there's one thing, you do have unique gifts and talents that are waiting. They're waiting to be discovered, they're waiting to come out of you, and the world is waiting for you to figure that out so that you can make that impact that only you can make because they're so unique to you. Now in this video, I'm going to walk through those 5 steps, things that you can do that are going to help to unlock your hidden superpowers and start to transform your life and transform the lives of those around you. Are you ready to dive into these 5 things? If so, let's go. Number 1, you have to embrace self-reflection. If you're on any sort of journey of discovery or trying to uncover the things that are within you, especially taking your talents, your skills, gifts, and finding out how they could be superpowers, you have to start by looking inward. So you have to set aside time each day that you can do a little bit of self-reflection. Now that could look like journaling or meditation or simply sitting quietly and thinking about the experiences or feelings or aspirations you may have. I always recommend that you write stuff down. If you want, you can send an email to thegivermethod.com, and with the subject line, you can just say reflect. And if you do, I can send you, we've got daily journaling sheets and a weekly reflection sheet that you can use to help with developing your gifts and superpowers. What you want to do though is, even if you just get a piece of paper, you start writing things down, or you kind of generate the questions or thoughts in your head, ask yourself questions like, what activities do I lose track of the time on? Like, do I just get lost because I enjoy it so much? Where do you feel most alive or energized? Like it gets you really excited and going. What do people compliment you on? Or what do people come to you specifically for help on? Those are the type of questions to be thinking about. And remember that your superpowers are often things that can come so naturally to you that you may not even recognize them, which is why we're going to have step number 2 that we're going to go into, which is to seek feedback from others. In the Giver Method book, we talk about an experience where someone went into a group of corporate executives who all worked for the same company. They went around the room and they asked each person, they gave them a piece of paper and said, write down what you think you're the best at. What is your gift? What is your superpower? What are you the best at? And each person wrote it down, and then they went around the room asking each person what theirs was. And each person named off 1, maybe in some cases 2 things. And they then went around the room again. They said, well, okay, cool. Let's go around the room, though. And they asked everybody else. They said, hey, for Jake, what do you all think Jake's gift or superpower is? There was 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 things that people were saying about that person. And the response that every time that was being said was like, oh yeah, I guess I do that. Oh yeah, I guess I do have that. So many times we don't realize it's there, and we need that feedback from others. Like, we can't see his superpowers as clearly as others can. So don't be afraid to ask trusted friends, family members, colleagues, what are my strengths? What are things that I've done that surprised you? What are things that you think are valuable that I can give to others, and that you can dive through as a part of that? So honestly, you could reach out to 5 people, 5 people you trust, and ask them those types of things. Like, what do you think my gifts or superpowers are? What do you think I'm the best at? Their perspectives are going to open your eyes to talents, skills, gifts, whatever it may be that you've been overlooking that need to be nurtured and developed into superpowers. Step number 3 is that you have to step out of your comfort zone. Your hidden gifts, superpowers, whatever they may be, they reveal themselves many times, not always, but they will often reveal themselves when you are challenged. It's that idea of like the pressure of cold into becoming a diamond or whatever. So it's time to feel a little uncomfortable. Try new experiences. Take on a project that scares you. Step out a little bit. Learn a new skill. Bring it up or try to work with somebody on the thing you're doing. When you're in that pressure zone, that's where you'll really start to tell where that gift or superpower is. And growth happens outside that comfort zone. And so by pushing yourself, you're not only going to discover what your strengths are, but you're also going to build so much more confidence in that ability that you'll know that you can go give it to more people. Step number 4 is that you need to reframe your self-talk. We are our own biggest critics. We are the people that often put the most roadblocks and the most, speed bumps and whatever it may be, analogy, fill in the blank of something that stops you in our own way. And so one of those, that obstacle there is that you need to be able to unlock your gifts and superpowers. It's negative talk to yourself, negative talk outward. Those are the things that are just going to slow and stop it. And we all have it. It's going to be there. And so it's time that you start to change your inner dialogue. And instead of focusing on what you can't do, start acknowledging that what you can do. Be thinking about, rather than think about something negative, start to reframe it positively. Think of rather than saying I'm not good enough, I can't do this. It's, hey, I'm learning, I'm growing. Hey, I took a chance, I took a shot at that thing, and here's what happened. Which then comes back to the idea of self-reflection and continuing to work on that sort of an idea. Step 5 is going to be just practice and practice and practice more. Once you've identified your potential superpower, it's time for you to really develop them. And remember, even superheroes had to train. Spider-Man, there's scenes of Spider-Man trying to learn how to do his different things. Batman learning to go through the cave or use his different, equipment he has. There's all sorts of things that when it comes to someone who's discovered that superpower and needing to develop it. So set aside time regularly where you can practice and refine your skills, whether that be personally with someone trusted individual, with a group of people. It could be public speaking, it could be problem solving, it could be critical thinking. Consistent practice will always help turn whatever the natural talents are into a superpower. And one final bonus tip, which kind of goes back to ideas of self-reflection and stuff I've already covered, is that you should be keeping some sort of a superpower journal where you are keeping track of your journey and what you're doing as you're working on creating your gifts to be superpowers. You want to write down your discoveries. You want to write down your wins, no matter how small they are. Write down what the feedback is from others. You're not only going to help to see your progress, but also it will serve as a way to motivate you to keep moving forward. Because unlocking hidden superpowers, it's a journey, it's not a destination, it's not a one-time thing, and as you continue to reflect on it and write down journal, you may discover other gifts or superpowers you didn't realize you had, or you may start to realize how they're evolving over time. So be patient with yourself and celebrate each step along the way. Unlocking your hidden superpowers, like that's the beginning. Like I said, in GIVER method, the G, that's the first step. Once you've actually identified and developed these gifts, the real magic happens. And it happens when you start to use them and start to create meaningful transformation and change and impact on others, and create experiences for them that change them and impact them so much more. It's not just about showcasing talents, it's about connecting more deeply on the people who are around you, the people you may serve, understanding their needs, crafting specific things in order to help them at whatever level they may be. So think about it like this: your superpowers are the tools, but the true impact comes on how you use them to inspire, to uplift, to create positive change. We say once you're a giver and you've developed all those skills, then the next step is then you become an impact maker. This journey of developing these things, it's not just about that personal growth or professional growth, whatever that may be. It is about taking what you have and knowing that you can transform the lives of those around you. And by embracing your strengths and stepping into your full potential, you're not just making that difference, you're creating a ripple effect, like we mentioned earlier, that can change the world. So you can continue on the path. Remember to be super intentional with your gifts and how you're using them. Every interaction is an opportunity for you to build value. Every connection is a chance to inspire, to change them. Every challenge is an invitation for you to grow and have opportunity to move and step forward into who it is that you want to become. And your journey to making lasting impact is ongoing. Every step you take brings you closer to being able to leave a legacy, to leverage your powers to make positive change. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Now, if you are ready to take your journey to the next level, you want to really press forward in becoming a giver and developing these things in all the ways that we talked about, then I have an opportunity for you. We are looking for some individuals who want to join our upcoming GIVER Academy, which is an 8-week online workshop. Now, in this, it's very immersive, and what you're going to do is it's designed to help you fully harness your gifts and create power and transformative impact on others through influence, through the value you deliver, through every engagement. If that resonates with you, then you're going to want to send an email to info@thegivermethod.com. Subject line says transform, and that's all it has to say. And we'll email you back with the details of how it works, when it's starting, costs, all that type of stuff. Your journey to becoming a true impact maker, it starts right now with what you do with what you've just learned and with the opportunities available to you. So until next time, keep growing, keep giving, keep making a difference. I believe in you, and I need you to believe in you, because the world is waiting for you to take your gifts and superpowers, become who it is you're meant to be, and make the impact you are meant to make. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.